Pickaxe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of YOMP.
Wowee, YOMP. It's YOMP time, Brenda. She's standing on my knee. Like,
She knows.
She's looking terrified. Is this third or fourth time recording lucky? I think it's a fourth time lucky.
Yeah,
that we've had to reschedule this one.
Yeah, we've had a bit of an unlucky bout. Maybe Silent Hill is cursed.
I think it is.
Maybe we're stuck in the other world. And but this is the fourth time, so we're here and we're ready to talk about the Silent Hill movie. And I'm really curious what you thought about it, but we'll get into that.
So so you're familiar with the series as a whole, and you've seen this film before.
Yeah, I've seen this film quite a few times now. I love the Silent Hill franchise, and when I say franchise, I mean like 1, 2, and 3. You know, the ones on the old consoles in the old days, and then they've done like so you've got like, I mean, 4's decent as well, actually. It's not too bad, but then the ones after it aren't great, but
they're not for you.
No, they're not very good. But yeah, this, as far as like video game movie adaptation goes, it's not that bad.
Right.
It's fairly decent.
I've never played any of the games. I've never seen any of the films. I'm completely, like, I know about Pyramid Head.
Yes.
Because everyone's thirsty for him.
Yes.
Some fucking reason.
Don't fucking know why, but yes, sure.
The nurses, which people are thirsty for, which I totally get.
Yeah, I can kind of get that.
But that's, and that it's foggy, because everyone says anytime you get any amount of fog, it's like Silent Hill. It's like Silent Hill.
And you'd prefer it to be
the fog.
Yeah.
It's like John Carpenter's The Fog.
The Fog.
Look at that.
Oh.
And The Mist.
And The Mist. Wait,
when
The
we
Mist
go into a supermarket.
Wait, John Carpenter?
John Carpenter had a fog.
Well,
and
is it The
Stephen
Mist?
King made a Mist.
I was going to say, because usually whenever it's something like that, because I get them mixed up sometimes, okay? But usually Stephen King is king when it comes to those kinds of films, right? Because I'd be watching a film and then be like, oh yeah, it's based on a Stephen King thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how many stories has this man written?
So many. And it's like, he's got those anthologies of films as well, like, because he writes so many stories.
Yeah,
he writes so many stories that people are like, let's make that into a film. Let's do that. A film. And they're great. They're good. I like them. I like The Mist.
I did really like The Mist. Yeah, I'd never seen it before, so watching it for the first time, the CGI in it is
it's questionable.
it's a little but it's good. I think it stands up, and it's the guy who directed I think the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of actors from I can't remember which one came first, if it was The Mist or The Walking Dead, but he's got his like
The Mist.
Do you think it was The Mist? Yeah.
I think I would bet on that.
The Mist movie, 2007, and The Walking Dead TV show, 2010. There you go. There you go. I cannot believe that this show is still going. Jesus.
Oh my, I can, because it's an American series. Like, anytime there's American series, they'll just keep going. Remember Breaking Bad, and I thought that would never fucking end.
It's funny because Breaking Bad only picked up proper popularity, I think, in the last few seasons. Because I don't remember people really popping off about it in the beginning.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I was part of that sort of thing. People were like, you should watch this. It was like series 1. You should watch this thing. It's really good. So I did.
Yeah, I remember a girl in school being like, well, yeah, you know, it's great and they make drugs. And I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds
they
good.
Make drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought, okay, sounds interesting, I guess.
What does Brenda want now? Brenda, she's just looking at me with her face.
She just wants you to know that she's amazing.
Like, do you want to sit on me or do you not want to sit on me? Because
she has a few choice words for the movie, I think.
I think she does. Like, okay, you can sit with me if you want to. But I'm not feeding you again because you've got food down.
Oh.
You're senile. You senile little bitch. She's so old. Her eyes don't face in the right direction. Hello. You're pretty. She's my favourite little friend. I liked the fog as well, and we were talking about that. The ending was fucking brilliant.
Well, I'd never seen The Fog, but I'd seen The Mist, and I laughed at the ending of The Mist.
Yes.
But I think the ending in the book is different. I can't remember exactly, but
I haven't read the book, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it might be. It might be, but I can't remember. You know how they like to change things up, you know. But yeah, maybe I should watch The Fog at some point.
I think The Fog is cool, and I think Joe would like The Fog.
Yeah, maybe it's one for the list.
Maybe
one for the list.
One for the list. But I've never even played the video games.
Yeah, so
Silent Hill.
That surprises me because it feels like, because I know you like horror. I know you like, you know, but. Do you like horror video games?
I do and I don't. It depends on the so you know, like Amnesia.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, so scary. Oh. But there wasn't enough. Yeah, there wasn't enough there for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't get scared in the same way.
Yeah.
As other people do in these video games. So horror video games weren't something that I usually looked at back in the day. And nowadays, I'm quite selective, and Silent Hill just didn't seem to twig for me.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. It wasn't really a thing that I was like, oh, I'll play that now. Hello, Brent, she's back.
Oh, she's back.
Are you purring? What do you think? Can I just lower this, and you can just have a look into that? Look there. She is purring. That was
she baby.
I heard that. Hey, baby. But I'm not feeding you. Like you've had your dinner. You've had it. She does this thing. I feed her. I put it down. She eats a bit of it, and then she's like, "Okay, thanks," and then she leaves, and I'm like, "Okay." See ya. And then she's like, "I'm hungry again." I'm like, "You got food down," but she wants fresh stuff. There's so much uneaten dinners that she will. She's
very
a bit
picky.
She picky girl, but I'm still like. I'll do whatever you want. You're a good cat.
And that is valid.
That's my mic stand making a creaking noise.
That's what I sound like.
Very spooky. It's when you stand up. She creaks.
So when it comes to the Silent Hill games, specifically 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 3 are connected. As in, like, they're the same, like, part 1, and then you got a part 2. And then the second one is its own thing. My favorite of the series is the second one. As much as I do really like the first and the third one, the second one is, because it's not just horror, it's body horror, psychological horror.
Yes.
It's got it all. Like, because you know me, I don't necessarily love senseless horror, senseless gore, senseless, like, it's fine sometimes. I don't mind it. It's not that I have an issue with it, but I like when things are thought out. Like, if you've got, like, specifically with Silent Hill, that if there's a monster in the town, like with the second one, those monsters look like things manifestations of the issues of the main protagonist.
Yes.
So Silent Hill as a town specifically, everybody sees it different. It doesn't always look the same for every single person who goes there. Everyone sees different things.
Yeah.
And we'll get to this throughout the film, which is why Pyramid Head being in this one makes no sense.
I mean, there are a lot of things that do confuse me about this. But Silent Hill it's set around the place.
Yes.
And so all the video games take place there, and it doesn't follow a single sort of protagonist or group of people.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Should we talk about the film, and you can interject in how
you have questions, and I can hopefully try to.
I would love that. So we'll sort of go through it in a chronological order, because that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because it is. There are like revelations throughout, right? There are things that they illuminate throughout the film. But yeah, it starts off with two parents, their kids gone fucking walkabout in the middle of the night. There's like a main road and they're screaming her name, Sharon. The mom is like running, and she's like, where the hell is this kid gone? And she like eventually finds the kid like looking over a cliffside.
Yeah.
And there's like a shot of her looking down, and it looks like a normal waterfall. But then when it eventually switches to a shot of like, it looks like a fiery pit with like rust, and it looks deteriorated and really horrible. And she says home.
Yeah.
As well.
But you think it's like she's having this nightmare about the hell.
Yeah.
In a way. Like that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, it's a nightmare about hell, and she's like, is she possessed? These are my first thoughts. Is she possessed by Satan or a demon because she thinks that hell is home? And then she starts going about Silent Hill. Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. It's then Sean Bean runs in because he's, So yeah, that's important. That's another thing. That's an important thing.
Yes.
The video game has Harry Mason as the main character.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a mom in the game. I can't remember specifically, but she's not a thing, and it's just Harry. So the director thought that it would be too unrealistic. He's unintangible. Like, it's not possible that a dad would go to such lengths to protect his daughter, to protect his child.
Well, that would be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so
that would be fucking weird for a dad to love his daughter.
I know, right? Who the fuck would who likes their kids? Who actually likes their kids?
I do not have the answer.
So yeah, he gender swapped them. Instead of it being Harry Mason, it's her.
And I like that we've got a female protagonist, but at the same time, I feel like it would have had. It's like it doesn't make any difference.
Not exactly, yeah, and if it was a case of that is her actual, not that you can't love your adopted kids, of course you can, but there's also a different. I don't know, like when you have a child, you carry that child, you bring it to term. That is her adopted child, right? It's not her actual, So it makes literally even less. Yeah, because the dad could still, be on par with the mom. Like, yeah, of course I love this kid. Like, we took her in and we love her and, My cousin is adopted, and it was my uncle that wanted to adopt. My auntie did not want kids. She did not want to carry a child. She much prefers horses, cats. Like, she's more of an animal person. So really, like, he probably loved my cousin more than my auntie, who wants to go riding ponies on the moors and stuff. And of course she probably loves her now, but I don't love her. She was really horrible. She was really horrible as a kid. But this is
do you know, my cousin may have followed a similar thing as in the film. Maybe my cousin's from Silent Hill. She's from Manchester.
Manchester, big up Manchester.
they were all like they adopted. I think she was like 7 when they adopted her. So it was like,
oh right, so she was quite like
really difficult.
Yeah,
as well.
Well, there's a huge difference, but in this case, it's very different because this child, has some pretty dark origins, so to speak.
Yes.
So that kind of plays a part. But I just find it.
I think that my cousin is from Silent Hill. Actually.
Could very well be.
I think it's the same. I think it's exactly the same.
I find it weird. It's just weird. I like the mother. I do like her. I think she's great. She's charismatic and the actor is really good. But I feel like Harry Mason would have been just as fine. Although
he would.
Sean Bean, the accent. Jesus Christ.
Just let him be northern. Let him have an accent. Oh, where's my daughter? My wife's in there. She was driving a Ford. She was driving a pickup truck. She was driving a Range Rover.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
I just want Sean Bean just to be himself.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be Sean Bean. God, do you know, I didn't know who Sean Bean was, all right? But then in middle school, I think it was middle school or high school, we had to go, I went to the theatre to see Macbeth. And Sean Bean was in the play in Milton Keynes Theatre. And my grandma took me and my best friend Steph. She wasn't my best friend. She was one of my best friends. You've got so many. Anyway, Steph was like, oh, Sean Bean's lovely. Oh, and I was like, who the fuck is Sean Bean? Why is he taking his shirt off? I literally remember nothing else except that my grandma bought me, matchmakers, those little chocolates that are in sticks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Coated in chocolate, right?
Yeah, I wanted the mint ones and the orange ones, but I had to choose one, so I had to choose orange. I don't remember anything about Macbeth. I don't remember anything about the actual play. I remember going with my friend Steph, who loved Sean Bean. My grandma thought he was all right as well, I guess. And I was interested in the chocolate.
Well, I think it's funny because Sean Bean's a good actor, but when for some reason, when you get him to play an American, he can't do the accent. He's just not very good at doing the accent.
No, and you see people like Hugh Laurie, who's very good.
Oh my
at doing
God!
The accent.
Yeah,
he convinced everybody that he was a natural born American. The director of House was like, this is what we want, a natural American playing. And they're like, he's British, you fucking knobhead.
Yeah, for years and years and years, up until recently, I thought, well, not recently, but I don't know, 5 years ago or something, I thought he was genuinely American. It was the same with Renee Zellweger. I thought she was fucking British, but she's Texan. I'm like, what?
I mean, to be fair, that's what makes a good actor is they put so much of their time into practicing these things, the mannerisms, the accents, the just everything. I grew up watching Fry and Laurie. I knew Hugh Laurie as a as a comedian. So when he takes on a role as
an American,
a very stoic, serious American, hilarious. But it makes a lot of difference. But Sean Bean can't quite get it. And I saw something on Instagram and TikTok recently. Someone saying you can tell when an American plays a Brit because they can't. There's one word that they cannot really pronounce, and it's daughter. And they say it as they say it as daughter.
Daughter.
Really?
Daughter. You mean daughter? That?
No, it's like so if it's an American playing a Brit and they say, I've come to the land of Camelot to seek my daughter.
Daughter. Okay. Well, so one thing that I've like discussed before is how a lot of English actors in general are very quite good because they do theater, right? They're very, very, like a lot of them have backgrounds in, on the stage, in theater, and then when they go and do movies, it's like, holy shit, they're amazing. Whereas I don't think a lot of like Americans, like they've got theater kids, but it's not quite the same as like English theater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So we've got the mom, the dad, the kid. They're like, oh my God, what's wrong? Why? Wake up, whatever. One thing I do like about the movie is there's like subtle, there's like foreshadowing, there's like imagery in the background that kind of, that the director has like put in. There's like a big cross in the background when they like, when it zooms out, right? And then they're like holding the kid, obviously that's the cult, the religion, right?
These are things that I don't notice.
Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed because it's like, because you weren't aware of, the things
what I was looking for,
Yeah, that they reveal down the line. So
yeah,
but yeah.
So she's going on about Silent Hill when she's in her sleepwalking. That's it, sleepwalking, night terrors. And they're like, Sean Bean as the dad, he's like, she needs to be in a hospital. She needs to be in a facility. Put her in a facility.
Please, yes. Please put the accent when you're doing Sean Bean, so I can just forget about his terrible American one.
You've got to put her in a facility. I've turned into Jimmy Savile. Oh no.
Oh no.
Put her in a facility because she's a mad bitch. And the mum's like, no, I'm going to take her to West Virginia or wherever it was. I did my research. I'm going to take her. She's like, all right, this kid keeps going on about Silent Hill. Let's take her to Silent Hill. Oh my gosh, Bren.
Holy.
Let's take it to Silent. Do you want to go to Silent Hill?
Yeah, it's like, why would you?
Welland Garden City. Take me to Welland Garden City.
I forgot. Oh my God.
In one of in the last recording that we did, we started off, we went off to a strong start, and then I lost my vision and got an ocular migraine.
Yes.
But before that, I was saying it would be exactly like if I was having nightmares and I started going on about Welland Garden City. Would you take me to Welland Garden City?
I would. If you really wanted me to I'd take you.
Welland Garden City. No, if I'm shouting about Welland Garden City, I definitely need to be in a facility.
Okay. All right. Well, I will write that down.
Put me in a psychiatric hospital. Do you not know that we will judge angels? Do you not know that? Oh, I see. So it's like there's the Bible. I did notice that, but I was like, what?
Yeah. So I noticed that, and I'm like, okay, so we've got the religious imagery, but then the thing next to it kind of looks like fucking Pyramid Head too, a little bit. I don't know if I'm reaching here, but we all see.
But it does. It's a triangle sort of shape.
Yeah, we all see what we want to see, but I feel like it looks like it could be, so pretty clever. Also, the music that they use in the film is pretty much all from the second game.
Because I really like music.
Yeah, so the first game obviously was PS1 or whatever. Like the music wasn't going to be, unless it was like a cutscene, right? Classic PS1, right?
Yeah.
So
it was really good music. So I mean, that is genuinely from the game, and it's not just like an orchestral version.
Yeah, no. It's from the second game. So this movie is Silent Hill 1, right? But the second game has such an iconic soundtrack. They were like, yeah, I love it. Let's just use it in this film. But it's not from the first one because, like I said, it's the PS1. But the second Silent Hill OST is impeccable, genuinely impeccable. Like,
I want to listen to it more.
You should. I've got we've got them on vinyl, and we've got like so many like different editions of it and collectibles of it.
Amazing.
It's
wonderful.
So good. And obviously they use a lot of it in the Silent Hill 2 remake as well. So
yeah.
But yeah, the music's amazing. Like,
I'm glad that they kept the actual music instead of like trying to redo it, because I think it worked so much better
100%
having the actual music, because I it's like it wouldn't have worked in any other way.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have sounded.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think even though it's not from the first one, it's still Silent Hill, and it transcends, you know, it being from the first one to the second one. It's timeless. I think it just works.
And I did notice that it was video game music. Like,
right?
Yeah. But it was like, that was nice. That was really good, because I was like, oh, that's a good touch. I get it.
Yeah, like so the composer's Akira Yamaoka. He is incredible. There's like some like a couple original ones in there, but they're so like sparse that and they're pretty well done that you wouldn't be able to tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of does fit with, you know, all the other tracks.
So that was really good. That was a very good thing. That it literally made my ears prick up, and I was like, interesting.
It's very good. But yeah, so she takes her to Silent Hill, or she's on her way to taking her to Silent Hill. They stop at like a gas station, you know, service stop like they have in America, where there's like a diner and stuff. And there's like a cop there. It's a female cop, and she can see the mom with her kid. And, you know, typically when you see a mom with their kid, you don't really have
you don't see them twice, do you?
No, because you're like, you know, I think you're hardwired to go, yeah, this is not an unusual image. But obviously, if it was the dad with the kid, like, nothing weird was happening in this scene. She was with the kid. The kid was like, she asked her about her drawings, right? Because the kid likes to draw. But then there was like evil black sketchings on top of it. And the kid's like, no, I didn't do that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And the cop was like, oh, what's going on here? This is weird.
But it's not exactly like something to be too
suspicious.
Interested in.
Yeah. No, it was really weird why the cop even noticed. However, the context here is that a lot of kids go missing around these parts.
Yeah.
And like near, because it's very close to Silent Hill. And, you know, when the mom goes inside and was like, yeah, I'm going to pay for gas. Oh, by the way, how do you get to Silent Hill? And the lady's like, why the fuck would you want to go there? So as she's going in to pay for the gas, the cop goes up to the car and is like to the kid, like, oh, are you okay or something? And the kid's like, I don't talk to strangers. She's like, oh, good girl. Walks off.
End of story. That should have been basically. The end of the story. But this is where having a man as the protagonist would make more sense, because people judge men for being alone with kids. They still do. They always have done. Because why would a guy want to spend time with a child? Why? So it would have made more sense in that context.
Yeah. Very weird.
But yeah,
she's still suspicious, and you know, the husband cuts off the credit cards and the payments, and she's like, oh, why'd you do that? And he's like, oh, why are you taking her there? You shouldn't be taking her there. Anyway, she gets back in the car, they start driving off, but the cop takes the number plate of the car, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and and then, you know, they're driving along, and then we find out that she's like following her, she's tailing her to, you know, Silent Hill. And
which is fair enough. Okay, if you're going to Silent Hill, you know, why would you want to go there?
Well, because it's
nobody wants to
closed, right? It's shut down.
It's shut. They closed this town because when she was asking how to get there, they were like, "You don't go there. Don't go there. Nothing there. Why would you want to?" And it turns out that it's basically there was a coal fire burning underneath, and it's one of those things like why that makes sense. There's it's burning off all the coal. That something happened. Why take your child there?
Well, yeah, because there were several articles online, I think, right, that had basically said that that's what had happened.
Yeah, and also the kids going missing. I think that would have come up in a small Google search.
Well, yeah, I mean, the father was looking, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on his computer and he saw and seen like, Silent Hill, Virginia, blah, 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 and a bunch of other towns as well. So he had clearly done his research. And
this is why he cut off the cards and was like, don't fucking go there, you dumb bitch. And she's like, oh, but it's what she wanted.
It's what she wants. We need to get to the bottom of this. But yeah, so she's being chased by the cops. She pulls over, but then she legs it. She not legs it. Sorry, she, drives off, and then the cop chases after her, and she's speeding off away. Which again, why would you do that?
Just stop being so suspicious.
Like you're making it so much worse for yourself by doing that.
Yeah.
The radio starts acting weird as well, and that's like a big thing in Silent Hill. That
I see
the weird static when you have like a radio or something. It just, I think it's when the monsters are nearby or something like that. When
the darkness is sort of coming, they interfere with the radio.
Yeah, and the kid's like screeching, and she's like, "It's just the radio, you dumb bitch!"
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you can't turn it off. It's you gotta accept it, and
just gotta accept that this is life now.
Yeah, this is life. And then there's a child that appears in the middle of the road. And then the mom swerves and, tries to avoid hitting the kid. Crazy swerve, crazy driving skills, but regardless, they crash.
When Sharon was walking into traffic as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, she did see a child at the bottom of that pit. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah. So she swerves and she just...
Yeah.
Does she like crash, or does the car stop working, or
she swerves and then she kind of like hits something, I think, and then it just fades to black. She wakes up, she goes outside, and it looks like it's snowing, but it ain't snow.
That ain't snow. What is it?
It's ash,
Yeah, I think
it's just casual ash from the. So the fog itself. I can't remember correctly, but I don't think the coal fire was a thing in the game. I don't remember exactly, but the fog itself, or the thing, it's not caused by the coal fire. It's just the fog of the town, right? It is just there, and it's an evil presence, and it's just an ominous evil presence, and because in the first game they were limited with the tech, right? They couldn't render very far, further off into the distance on the PS1.
Yeah, you render distances. You're going to have fog.
Well, yeah, so the fog was a way to help with that, right?
It helped with the atmosphere as well as...
Yeah, it was...
With the limitations that they had. They were like, well, why not incorporate it into the vibe of the place, I guess.
Exactly, and I think it... it was a clever way of, solving a problem. Like, we can't render very far, so let's just have the fog be pretty much 1-2, you can see 1-2 feet in front of you, or have many feet in front of you, and, monsters or whatever slowly reveal themselves, depending on how dense the fog is or whatever. But yeah, so that's the explanation for the fog and I guess the ash. And yeah, she looks over to the right and she sees the Silent Hill sign. Welcome to Silent Hill. Classic. Iconic.
Yeah, she's made it. She's like, wow, great. I brought you here, finally.
Well, the kid's missing, right?
Yeah.
The kid's fucked off and she's screaming Sharon, in the streets.
Sharon.
Well, she does see a kid running, but it's a kid in a school uniform from what we can see.
Yeah, so there's she's immediately sort of like lost this kid that she's brought to this place, and it's like she can't see anything. She doesn't know where she is.
Yeah, she's doesn't know running anything after
about the town. So she's just as simple as off she goes.
I will say that, like, the streets themselves, I know there's a lot of CGI in this and you can tell, whatever, sure. But the streets where she, like, runs and it says cat, like, you can see the signs, the street signs that says Cat Street and stuff like that. They do a pretty good job of, like, replicating, like, what the actual town, you know, looked like, and what it would look like in real life, which I thought was, like, a nice... Cool. Yeah, nice attention to detail. That's why I'm saying that as far as a movie adaptation goes for a video game, I think it does a pretty decent job. Like, they changed the names of some characters, which is whatever. Like, I don't really get why they did that, but it's whatever. You know, directors and writers will do whatever they want, but yeah.
There's reasons for these things, but like that we don't understand, but maybe they do.
Well, the kid's name in the movies, Sharon something. I can't remember. Sharon whatever. And then the dad...
De Silva.
De Silva, that's right, yeah. You've got the cop, which is Sybil. The mom, I think, is Rose, which I don't think she's in the original. But they've changed. Yeah. They've changed some of their names. And the name of the kid is important because she's got... You know, she's got two names, and you see why, you know, as the film progresses.
Right.
But yeah, so she's chasing after her, and she's like going down this like really narrow, horrible, run down staircase.
Like a fence.
So as she's going down those stairs, the siren goes off.
Right.
If you remember
Yes.
So that noise indicates the other world, I'm pretty sure. So, or like when the monsters are around.
Mm-hmm.
So the other world in Silent Hill is like as much as Silent Hill is like the dark version or like a shadow of its former self or whatever, the dark world or the other world is when all the monsters really come out and they're horrifying and disgusting.
I sort of kind of understand where this darkness came from, like, as we learn.
Well, the town's fucked up, right? And you learn later on that, like, you know, there's a cult and they peddle drugs and, you know, wanted to control people and, you know.
So I assume that the darkness came from this cult's behavior.
Yes.
And manifested as a thing.
Well, you know, when they tried to, I think it wasn't even, so they claimed, you know, when they said that they wanted to cleanse her, their version of cleansing is...
cleanse it by fire.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised shit fucking hit the fan in this little old town.
So I guess it's a way of like, they were so backwards and evil that it's like it became a version of, like, everyone went to Silent Hill basically because you learn that spoilers, you learn that everybody sort of died in a fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of seeing a lot of people died in a fire, and there's like the people of the cult, the religious
so they're sort of
cult
trapped in this.
Well, they go to the
realm.
Well, when the other world steps in, they go to, like, I think the church is their refuge, essentially. I don't think anything bad typically happens in there, you know.
It's all just very confusing to me. Like, I understand in a vague sense where it came from because this town was so evil, this cult was evil.
Yeah.
And that's what happens if you're a bad person, a bad place. It's all gonna...
Well, it went to shit, right? If a lot of people died and they're peddling drugs and they're you know, like, you know, worshipping this god, this this religion, and they're fucking sacrificing children. That's why a lot of children, went missing.
Were going missing.
Yeah, so no wonder bad shit was happening. It's like in Hereditary. I don't know if you've ever seen Hereditary.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's one of the big things, right?
Right, yeah.
When they try to bring in, when they that's just a cult in general. They sacrifice.
Cults love doing that.
They love fucking doing that shit. They sacrifice to like bring to life their god, right? And their god will give them riches and power and influence and whatever the fuck else. But like, dude, the whole town's gone to shit. What do you mean? Like what? But the leader, I think, is Dahlia. Is it Dahlia? The leader is just.
Was it Christine?
Oh no, Dahlia is the mom. Dahlia is the kid's mom. So who the
Christina was a name that I remember.
Christabella. What a fucking weird name. But yeah, so Christabella is the
cult lead, the leader, sort of, as it were, and but yeah, it's just. I mean, we'll get more in depth into that when we talk about the ins and outs of this.
Well, as
cult.
It progresses to that point, yeah. But yeah, so she's running through that like maze of, with the fence, and it's all rusted, and there's like this little creature that I'm pretty sure is from the games. It like scurries under the fence, and she's got her little like, zipper lighter, and there's like a guy who's like strung up.
So I liked the eyes that came out of the darkness on that little creature.
Yeah.
And the eyes of the man that was sort of like flayed, like disemboweled on a fence.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit's good. That's scary. That's good. But as soon as you saw the rest of the little creature, man, I was like, fuck's sake, that's terrible.
The CGI wasn't great on those things. I like the guy. The detail.
Yeah, the guy was like, there's the detail in some of the corpses and some of the bodies that you see.
Yeah.
Was very, very good.
Very good. Yeah. The actual like makeup work and the the prosthetics and all that shit, like very, very well done. The CGI. I mean, this is a film from 2006, so I can give the CGI.
It was a new thing that they wanted to use for this film because you kind of had to. I guess they were like, well, let's try using CGI because it's based on a video game. It makes sense, right? And it's gonna be awful.
Yeah. Well, like the nurses, for example, they were real, right? But then they could have gone with like CGI for maybe their face or their movements or even the whole or motion capture in general. But those were women. I'm pretty sure they were contortionists. I think that's one of the things. A lot of the monsters in this they hired contortionists.
Very clever.
Yeah.
Because that it gives an unnatural sense of movement. Yeah. Did you read that one fact?
Well, no,
about the nurses as well.
Oh no! Well, I think Joe mentioned this because he was like, "Oh, you see, like how weird their movements are." Yeah. Like he said that they hired like the guy in the toilet stall. Remember? Yes. How weirdly shaped and weirdly out of shape he was. But
with the nurses, they filmed them walking backwards, then reversed it, so their movements are so like weird and janky and stuff, which is very clever. I'll give them that.
Yeah, because the nurses in the games, like when there's nobody around, they've just sort of stood there very still. They don't really move, but when there's movement, when there's somebody like approaching, and their movements are very like it's very creepy, and they do it so fucking well. Like it's really good because in the games, it feels like I'm looking at a cutscene from the game, and I thought they did it really well.
Well, that's really good. But she our protagonist lady. She's understandably freaked out about seeing a man up against a wire fence, but also, like, he's still alive.
Yeah, I think he's from the cult. I'm pretty sure he's. I'm pretty sure he is, because when the cult go around and they're chasing after Rose, they've got the what is that gear called? They've got like the gas masks, and they've got like flamethrowers. Do they? Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he is from the cult.
They put like a big outfit on.
Yeah.
They put it's a big deal. It's a big sort of song and dance of the situation.
I mean, I wouldn't trust it. Oh yeah, because of the fucking coal fires. They probably don't want to,
breathe in all the
shit.
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. So no, I just didn't put two and two together that he probably got caught out there and strung up on the fence like that. When he was,
It's difficult to pass, like, to figure out all of these ins and outs of what makes sense. Well, because I get the people are evil, but these monsters, I don't know where the fuck they came from.
So again, in Silent Hill in general, the monsters are specific to the individual who sees them, which is...
I see.
Yeah, so I don't know... So Rose will see something different, right? Or maybe they all see the same thing. But in the game specifically, it's the individual, right? So I don't know if they're all seeing the same shit or not. Because usually it's the demons of the person who's looking, and that's what forms. Right. That's what Silent Hill gives to them, right?
They did not explain this very well in the film.
No, and they won't. Because like in the games in general, it's something that you figure out. And I think 2 does it very well, because 2, you see a lot of monsters roaming around that are like there's one girl, and this is a trigger warning for anyone of sexual assault or whatever, but there's a girl who was sexually assaulted by her dad. And the monster that she sees is a person who's like face down on a mattress. And the mattress is shaped to the person underneath, and that is what the monster. Horrifying. Isn't that horrifying? So it's it's the trauma of the person, and that's the monster that they perceive. So in this, I don't think they've continued with that line of logic, considering Pyramid Head is in this.
What the fuck?
Which, it's fine, but it's also like, like Pyramid Head shouldn't be here, right? Like,
so he was in which game?
He's number 2.
Number 2. So he was in game number 2, and
the only reason why he exists is because of the main character, James. Right. So he should not be there. It makes no sense for him to be there.
They just wanted a scary guy.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, I was finding it hard to figure out, like, why these demons in particular were here.
My only logic, or my only way of reasoning it, is maybe, I mean, obviously this is before 2 anyway. So again, chronologically wouldn't make sense for Pyramid Head to even exist at this point anyway. But my line of thought is, these monsters are born from the experiences of the individual and the trauma of the individual. And then they're born and they stay in Silent Hill. But I think that's the logic they're applying here anyway. Okay. But in general, the only reason why anyone would see a monster of any kind is because of their own trauma. Regardless of that, they've gone with, we're just going to put a whole bunch of the monsters from the games, and we're going to put them here.
And then we're not going to explain.
No, we're not going to explain
anything.
Yeah.
It's just a place where monsters live. Like, that's the... Having not played the games or seen anything about it, it's just basically like, this is Silent Hill where monsters live. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
No, exactly right. Because you watching it, you're not knowing.
I don't know anything about this shit. Like, I think that gives this whole thing it gives you a fresh perspective on what it would be like for somebody who had no idea about anything. And it's like, this is Silent Hill. So what's your impression of Silent Hill? Well, it's a foggy place where monsters live for some reason. Like, they didn't explain it super good.
No, they didn't. And that's why I like the game so much, because it is told well, and it is told better.
Yeah, they don't have to explain it outright either.
No, it's why I love 2 so much, because obviously it's different graphics and different capabilities and different technological capabilities. And the storytelling of it is is just so well done that you can piece the pieces of the puzzle as you keep progressing throughout the game. But yeah,
that
I think
is a point that I want to make about a part later on as well that we will come back to. But yeah, I see.
Horrifying, isn't it?
That is awful. Jeez just showed me a picture of one of the monsters. The sexual assault monster.
So that's the abstract daddy one.
Fucking hell!
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, man.
But this is what I mean. It's like, I know it's fucked up, but
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It's a clever way of representing that trauma in a scary way. Like that is a scary thing. Yeah. Whereas Pyramid Head, it's like, well, so he ate too many Toblerone pieces. He got his head stuck in.
Who are you talking about?
He went. Pyramid Head is the trauma of when I went miniature golfing and I lost my ball, so I put my head in one of the pyramids in the ancient Egypt place, and then that was traumatic because I got my head stuck, and there's my trauma. Also, he's got one of the Buster Swords from Final Fantasy for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, because there's so much with these games, and I love it because I love how well thought out so much of it is, and the designer of these creatures and all of these monsters, they're very involved and they will explain things, but with Pyramid Head specifically, I think it's like a cone of shame. I'm pretty sure the pyramid thing on his head is like a,
It's to stop him from licking his wounds when he's been to be neutered.
So I mean, maybe. So this is a spoiler warning. I know there's a remake and people may not have played the remake. But so if you want to tune out of the spoiler for a second, essentially Pyramid Head is James. Like it's James, and it's all of his pent up sexual desires. All the women that he sees roaming around the town, the ones they've got like 2 sets of legs and they're all like horrifying but sexy. Pyramid Head is
that's what I go for as my vibe.
Horrifying but sexy.
That's like when I do my makeup, I'm like, do you know what I want to capture for my outfit today is horrifying but sexy.
Put that on your fucking like bio. I'm horrifying but sexy.
I'm horrifying but sexy.
But yeah, I think Pyramid Head is him, and it's his, shame and guilt because James's wife was dying from a disease and he was just so fed up of it all and having to go through it with her, and he felt guilty that she was going through it and he couldn't do anything to help her, and she was getting pissy with him and he started to resent her and hate her. So that's why he sees Pyramid Head, and Pyramid Head has sex with and goes and does things with all the sexy nurses and all the women monsters roaming around town because he's sexually pent up. So, and he's ashamed and he's guilty.
So this is why everybody's thirsty for Pyramid Head, because he's a sex demon.
Pretty much, yeah. But I think that's the explanation for the stupid thing on his head. But either way, I do kind of like the design. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a reason for it, but there's no reason for him to be in this film.
Nope. He should not be. He should not be.
It's just, and I do understand to a degree the nurses. The nurses I get.
I know the nurses are in the first one, actually.
Yeah, and they make sense as well in the context.
Yes,
which you
because
learn later
of
on.
The kid, that's right, yeah.
The kid, yeah. So it's, the monsters are a bit of a fucking hit and miss. And I mean, they're just, to me, they just come across as, well, they're monsters because they live in Silent Hill. And these are the people that lived in Silent Hill. I'm like, oh, okay. But they're not. Yeah. And that's the thing. So she's now on a quest to find Sharon in this place. And at what stage does she meet the cop again? Is it now?
Not yet. She runs into, I think it's Alessa. No, not Alessa. Sorry, Dahlia. She runs into Dahlia, who looks like a fucking the horrible witch. Like she's got
a pretty face, but
she's like the town has just destroyed her, you know.
But it gave me Tim Burton vibes.
A little bit, yeah.
The look that she had going on.
It's very well done, I will say. I think her costume and her design and the way I think she looks fairly similar. And again, we're working off of like PS1 graphics here. So,
sure.
You know, trying to translate a lot of the look of a lot of people. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a bit more difficult. I mean, you have things that are like pretty well designed and some people can't translate it onto, you know, on TV or on a movie. So it's, again, this is a PS1 game story adaptation.
Yeah. So I forgive various things in that.
Well, she meets the mother. She pulls out her locket and she shows her.
I'm looking for my daughter.
She's like, I'm looking for my daughter, and here's a picture, and then the woman goes, she's mine.
Yeah, and you're like, oh wait,
you're
no,
like, wait
she's
a
not.
minute, that's not your kid, that's my kid. And then so she gets freaked out. She gets in the car. She tries to. Well, the reason why she even runs into the mom is because she's trying to go back the way she came, and then she finds that the road has been destroyed.
Yes,
and there's like a fucking pit, and I'm pretty sure that is in the first one as well. You just see
you can't get out.
No, you can't get out. There's no reception. The phone doesn't work, and then she runs into the cop.
The cop comes back, and the cop she's bleeding from her head, and she's like, "Oh man, I must have hit my head when I fell off my bike."
Yeah.
So, it's like there's some kind of accident that's brought these women into Silent Hill, into the darkness of it. Because when other people turn up at Silent Hill without an accident going on, well, they don't access that darkness, right?
Probably, yeah, because like I said, Silent Hill looks different for everyone, right? So it might look like a rundown town to someone else, and monsters don't come about because of whatever reason. And for other such reasons, you know, these two are together and they're just seeing the same things, I think. But I think there are various points where she goes, are you seeing this? Like, can you see what I'm seeing? Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, she arrests her. She's like, yeah, like, can you not see what's going on here? Like, you're fucking arresting her.
She's got to get the quota, you know? American cops, they've got to arrest a certain amount of people. But yeah.
Yeah, so again, you know, she takes her under arrest, and there's like a monster that approaches them. And this again is very interesting because this is specifically Silent Hill 2. And it approaches them, and it looks like it's got like a straight jacket or something. Its arms are constricted, and it spits vomit at her. And it hits her
acidic.
It's acidic, yeah, and it hits her on her helmet. It doesn't hit her skin or anything, and because she's very well covered. Again, that's a Silent Hill 2 reference, and it shouldn't even be here. It has nothing to do with this at all. But yes, so the mom manages to escape, and she runs away from the cop.
Runs off. She's still handcuffed, though.
She somehow managed to. I think she got them off. I think.
Right.
She didn't.
She doesn't.
Yes.
She manages to step over them to get them round to the front of her.
Yeah.
But it's like the cop takes her helmet off, and it's like, oh no, she's hot. Oh, like you couldn't see that she was hot before.
Oh no, she's sexy. Oh no.
Oh no. All the women in this are incredibly fucking titted up to the nines, you know?
Yeah.
They've got honking bazoomas everywhere. But yeah, but she runs off and leaves this cop. I would still stick with the cop. The cop's got a gun. She's shooting at this barfy monster as well. I think it works.
No, I would have stuck with it, but they do end up together eventually.
Yeah.
It does cut over. You know, she escapes the cop, and then it cuts over to the dad. The mom is like roaming around in a building. I think it was the school. And then it cuts to Sean Bean with the cop. And they're driving through Silent Hill. And for them, all they can see is a rundown town. It just looks like shit, but it doesn't look like what it looks like for the
There's no fog.
Yeah, there's no fog. It just looks like shit. Just looks rundown.
This is it. So they haven't been in an accident. They haven't knocked their heads either. Like, this is the thing. Like,
so did you think originally that an accident had to have occurred for them to have been knocked into this other dimension?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because the cop banged her head, and Rose lost consciousness after sort of losing control of the car.
I can see why you would come to that conclusion, yeah, but I don't think that is the case. I think that the film has led you to believe that, which...
Exactly. This is, this is just from my perspective of someone who doesn't know anything.
Yep.
And the cop that is... basically, Sean Bean's been looking for his wife and he's been asking people.
Yeah, so he's doing something, so, you know.
He ends up on the bridge. This is when he meets the other cop and they're like, we found the car. Because one of their officers is missing. Uh-oh. But so is Rose. And he's like, that's my wife's car. And they're like, right, okay. So they've pieced it together that these things might be connected. Because the cop had been like, I'm following this car. Obviously, over the radio. She was like, hey, you know, I'm in pursuit of this because of this. Yeah. And then when Sean Bean turns up, he's like, yeah, that's my wife's bloody car. What the fuck is going on here? And the policeman's like, well, one of our officers is missing, Officer Bennett, and we think it may be connected. Come with me, sir. I just want to go into Silent Hill. Let me have a look. I'm just going into Silent Hill because that's where she said she were headed.
Oh my God. It's so...
Et cetera.
Yeah. I love it when I'm so glad you do his accent when he's like involved. It makes it so much better. I don't know why.
It's me, Sean fucking Bean. Yeah, come on now, lads. But they're now a team. They team up.
Yeah.
Boys versus girls.
So the thing is, when I think in the game, when you know how Rose was getting chased and she ends up in a building, and you see you see the rust lifting when she's like on the floor. So I think the other world is like transitioning to the normal reality, and then she wakes up and everything looks, you know, normal, I guess.
Yeah.
But in the game, Harry was supposed to die there, or he was almost going to die. Then Sybil saves him, and then they end up in a diner.
I see.
So they've changed that as well. So she's not even like interested in, you know, taking him down or anything like that. She actually saves his life in the game. So again, just weird, weird little choices. You know, I don't fucking know. But yes, you know, he's on his own quest, trying to track down the wife and kid. The wife's in the school, the orphanage, the school/orphanage. She's looking around. You can see posters of God and, you know, this and that and community. And she's looking at one of the desks and she can see, you know, Alessa Gillespie, or however it's pronounced, and you can see witch and handprints, and, you know, she's putting together the pieces of the puzzle. Or the film is giving us exposition about this kid who was... Other kids were throwing books at her and calling her a fucking witch, and they're like, burn the witch, burn the witch. Basically,
they're bullying her because, you know, they thought that she was a witch, or they were saying that she was a witch, either way, you know.
Yeah. And she sees the kid running past. Well, she sees a kid running past, and she thinks it's her kid, and she starts chasing after her. She ends up in a bathroom, and this scene is fucked up. So fucked up. She goes through store by store, and she opens up the last one, and she can just see a man who, again, is the contortionist, because look at the way he's shaped. Holy shit.
I like the way that it just like in a video game where you open every single door in the toilet blocks? Because I do.
Well, it's funny because in the third one, you go into a bathroom. It's a young girl, the protagonist in the third one, and there's like banging on a door. Just like in this, there's like a banging on the stall, and she goes to you interact with the door. There's banging and crying, interact with it, banging and crying, and then I think if you do it a third time, the stall opens, but there's nobody there. She's like, "What the? It's creepy. It's very creepy." Yeah. PS2, I don't know what it is, but you know the fixed camera angles and the graphics and the griminess of it all. It just looks. Just really eerie and really freaky, you know what I mean? But there's a guy who's tied up with barbed wire in this toilet, and she's horrified. You know, she can't believe it. And his heads are like his feet are tied basically, and they're almost like touching his head. He's been absolutely decimated. She pulls something out of his mouth as well.
Yeah. It's like a little, but she's feeling very sick about having to put a hand in get this thing out of his mouth. Which is odd that, I guess anything in like protruding from his mouth you'd be quite interested in, maybe.
That's a very Silent Hill thing in general. There's all like old PS1, PS2 games in general. They're very obscure in how you progress through the game and the things you have to do to progress through the game. So like in the second one, or in the third one actually, there's like a big fan in a room and you can't go through it because there's like a bunch of like horrible bat monsters. So you have to find two things to basically... What's those two things when you're cleaning a bathroom that you shouldn't mix together because it creates like a fucking chemical?
There's bleach and ammonia.
It was literally, I think those two things. And then you have to figure out that when you find the bleach and you find the other thing, there's a metal bucket on the floor. You put it in the bucket, but it's sort of like out of sight. And you put it in the bucket and you turn the big fan on and it kills all the monsters in that room. But it's stuff like that. It isn't always, that's the good thing about Silent Hill. It isn't always like guns blazing, you know, shoot monsters, kill them. There's like, you have to think, you know, critically sometimes when it comes to...
you have to think about it like...
there's this puzzle piece and you gotta, you figure... I love it so much. It's so clever. It's so fucking clever. But yeah, she runs into the cult members who are like walking around the orphanage with their gas masks and stuff. And she's terrified. She's got like the keys and she's trying to like lock the door. And then the siren goes off again. And the room around her starts, she can literally see it peeling.
Yeah. The whole thing, just the whole place just changes in front of her eyes.
Yeah. And the other world is, you know, is here essentially. And the monster, or the guy that was tied up in the stall, comes to life.
This bit where everything's peeling, that looks absolutely terrible as well.
Oh, it's not great. Yeah, it's
so fucking bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good, but I give it a pass because again, it's 2006 and you know what I mean? It's like, but there's some, even, you know, there's some CGI today that looks terrible too. So it's like... This
guy that comes out of the stall is fucking hilarious, by the way.
Go on.
He's going... constantly.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Is there?
Yeah. There's a reason why...
Blind. He's being like a snake and he's sensing things with his tongue.
Well, his eyes have been poked out or whatever, but spoiler alert, or this is a thing for later down the line, I'm pretty sure he diddled Alessa.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. So that's him, because he's got the name badge on in the normal world. He's got his name badge on his, and the film makes a point of showing you that.
Yes, yeah. He did something very bad to her, and there's a reason why his feet are tied up like that and his eyes have been gouged out. And but yeah, the room starts going disgusting, and she's walking down the stairs. There's like bodies tied up in cages, and they're fucking disgusting and horrible, and there's like cockroaches everywhere as well, and
there's some kind of bugs but it's a lot of bugs, and they're all over the guys that were I don't know whether are they the guys that are.
Oh no, those are just monsters. I think not the actual monsters
because they don't look happy to be covered in bugs.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think they're normal dudes. I think they're Oh wait, hold on.
They just don't look very happy, you know.
No, I think that they look like monsters to me.
They do, but it's very hard to tell because
they're covered. Yeah, they're covered like from head to toe.
And everything looks really shit, but there is a bit where things go entirely CGI.
Yeah. Which doesn't help, you know, because
it doesn't help.
It's very dark in there, but intentionally as well, because when the CGI doesn't look amazing, they like to do things very dimly lit to, you know, gaslight you or to like not show all the imperfections of the CGI.
So they do have a lot of bits where it's showing the place where she's just in front of a green screen. Even the rain is CGI. And
is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not touching her. Like there's a bit where she's crawling around on the floor, right? In this bit. You can tell she's in front of a green screen, and the rain, the water, she is completely unaffected by it. Like, she's not getting wet. There's nothing hit that, like, her clothes and hair don't move, like, if she was being hit with raindrops. This is when Pyramid Head shows up, right?
Oh, just before that, she ends up in a room where there's the child who's, like, scribbling on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was confused, because I was like...
It's not raining.
Yeah, it's not raining yet, but she sees it for a moment, and the kid's like fucking vigorously like scribbling out, you know, her kid's drawing, right? That's her child's drawing, and you've got this demonic child scribbling over it,
sitting at a desk in the middle of a room, suspended on like, it's like the building is falling to pieces. It looks very decrepit, and for a video game, makes sense. You've got to do some platforming. You got to do some jumping around.
Yes.
So,
funnily enough, the husband and the detective are in that same building.
It's shocking how they managed to do that.
But it's not weird for them. It just looks run down, but it doesn't look like the other world. It just looks like a abandoned building. They are not going through what the women are going through right now. Like, it just looks like completely night and day. We don't know what
the cop's going through either. Like the lady cop, Sybil. We don't know what she's doing.
We don't see where.
But we know that. So Rose she's fallen through a bit into a courtyard, which again, she's just so you can see now she's fallen, and the rain isn't hitting her. The whole thing is in front of a green screen. It's CGI rain. It's CGI building. It looks absolutely appalling. Like they didn't even fucking bother. Pyramid Head turns up, and he's just surrounded by the bugs again.
I liked one of the trivia about this part is that he wore like heels or something. To look taller or something like that.
Well, he had to, because there's so many bugs around his feet. You'd wear platforms, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Roberto Campanella wore 15-inch heels to make him close to 7 feet tall. Brilliant. 15-inch heels. What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Slay, honestly. I'd love to see him.
But yeah, he appears for some fucking reason.
And you get a couple of those scenes where it's like she's running through a bit, he's running through in the normal world, her husband.
They're having a great time of it. They're having a leisurely time while she is crying, shaking, pissing and shitting on the floor. All of these bugs are about to consume her, about to take over her. And then who saves the day? Sybil.
But there's a bit like, so husband says, I can sense her. He knows that she's here, sort of thing. And he's taken his mask off, and the cop's like, "Will you put your fucking mask on, you dickhead?"
I mean, yeah, the fucking everywhere, mate. Coal fires, bruh.
This place is made of asbestos. You're gonna really regret it. It's all run down. Yeah. Anyway, she's there's all these little buglins coming.
Little faces on them as well.
Little faces on the buglins, and Sybil comes, drags her out of the way. Thank God for Sybil. Shuts the door.
Well, Pyramid Head is also trying to, like, get in, and he's, like, swinging his big ass Buster sword.
I know, right?
Yeah, and he's stabbing it all over the place. And then
he's trying to get the... Because they've barricaded the door. And this is all CGI again. All of this. His arm is CGI, I think, pretty much.
No. His arm is... I think there's like bits on him that are CGI'd, but yeah.
I appreciate the use of CGI for where things aren't possible.
Yeah.
You know?
Like with the bugs.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had decades of physical effects that people manage to do, right?
Yeah.
That but I don't know, man.
It's improved over the years, that's for sure. But for some, I don't know why, but I guess he was bored or something.
He just fucks off, doesn't he?
He just fucks off, and then it transitions again to the normal state of the world, the normal state of Silent Hill.
So if he fucks off and it transitions back, and would they be able to see each other, the cop and Harry or whatever his fucking name is?
I don't think
if they just happen to be in the same place as one another.
I think it's otherworldly. That's the thing. It it transports you to another reality of Silent Hill. So I don't think they'd cross paths. So, yeah, I don't think that would be the case. Otherwise, they would have seen each other at that point. They would have heard.
That's what I thought, that they would have heard all the shouting. Yeah. Right?
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, they're in the same building. I mean, they might be a bit further upstairs, but I think Silent Hill has just taken them in, put them in another plane of reality.
I'm trying not to be too like critical of like, oh, well, this doesn't make any sense because
so the issue with this is you've got the game, you've got the movie. The movie is trying to adapt things not only from one game, it's taken stuff from quite a few of the Silent Hill games, right? So it's hard to I can explain things, but they do take artistic liberties and they do change things to suit the movie itself, if that makes sense. Yeah. So there's things that are canon to the actual game, and then there are things that they just go, well, I think this would work better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they do change things, and they do change things to suit the narrative and how things work within the realm of Silent Hill. But yeah, so the thing that she pulls out of that guy's mouth is like a thing to a hotel. Something hotel, Bond Hotel or something. It's like a bit broken.
It's like a key ring, a key fob.
Yeah. So that's what was in his mouth. And the dad, you know, the cop with the father, they drive him out of Silent Hill and he's like on his way or something. But I think he gets turned around again at some point. The two ladies it's the Grand Hotel, sorry. The two ladies are on their way to the hotel. And then they run into the mom again?
Yeah.
Is it I can never...
Darling?
The reason why I can never remember is because they fucking call them different names in this and then different names in the stupid game. So I'm always like, wait, what's their name?
So there's a woman on the floor in the hotel, right?
Yeah, there's
and she's got like ginger hair.
Yeah, yep.
Her name's Anna?
Yes.
Right. And she's like, they took my kid or whatever, I think. And she's collecting cans from the floor for food or something, right?
She's doing something. Oh, it might be cans of food. Yeah, and she's saying how Christabella keeps them safe.
Yeah, but are they back in like, I don't know whether this is the real place.
Well, they're in Silent Hill that hasn't been turned into the other world.
Right, so it's
yet.
not the darkness bit. Yeah, but there's a symbol on the floor in the Grand Hotel as well.
There is a symbol. Yeah. So, yeah, the cult has a... you don't see it a lot, I don't think, in this... Well, I'll send you a picture of it. But you see it a lot in the third game.
I see.
It's the symbol of the cult. And it's like... aspects of God, resurrection, charity. It represents like past, present, and future, and it represents the cult and the order. And they're a doomsday cult, specifically a doomsday cult rooted in Silent Hill. Obviously, they've got like the blood sacrifices, the black magic, blah blah blah. That looks a bit different, because I think it's part of maybe the overall symbol, or it's one of the things from the cult that they follow. But yeah, I you see the symbol once in this film, as far as memory serves, but it's that
full symbol.
That full symbol, but she explains that one on the floor as a symbol of our unity and a symbol of our faith.
Yeah. So that one is, in particular, it's a different thing for the whole thing. And she just tags along, you know, she decides that she's going to follow. And Sybil sees that there's a drawing. There's something in the post boxes of the hotel. Room 111.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the drawing.
Yeah.
And it's one of the kids' drawings. And she's like, well, we obviously have to go there, right? And this is again where I'm like, obvious video game stuff. You know, you go somewhere, you find a clue.
Yeah.
You've got, this is where you have to go next. And meanwhile, Sean Bean's broken into the archives for the town next door.
Yeah.
And he's rooting through all the burnt boxes that were obviously taken from Silent Hill to find out what's gone on there. And he finds a file filed by Gucci, which is the name of the cop that is helping.
Yeah.
Gucci.
What a name.
What a name. And with the name Gillespie, A. Gillespie. And it's something that he did there. And there's all these photos, and somebody's acquired third-degree burns. Gillespie's acquired third-degree burns, and there's loads of photos. And there's a photo of A. Gillespie, and it looks exactly like Sharon, right?
Yeah.
He's like, fucking hell.
Yeah, he's like, wait, how can that be right? You know?
Yeah. How does that make sense, you know? She was born... she was 9. It took place in 1974. So this is like 30 years ago. She underwent kidnapping and assault, and location of occurrence was the Grand Hotel, room 111. So
the first burning, apparently, as well.
So that he's sort of like piecing these bits together as well in his own little thing. Even though he's broken into the archives, and the three ladies are now upstairs in the Grand Hotel, and they're trying to find room 111, but they can't seem to find it. Gee, they're in a room 111. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, and when she sees the, I thought this was really cool. To be fair, where she sees the big old canvas, and there's like a lady,
a painting of a witch being burned.
Yeah. And she just, the woman says that was the first burning, and then she gets the knife out of her boot and just cuts through it. And then lo and behold, what's behind it?
Room 111!
Very
so
clever.
Yeah, the fact that they painted a picture of the first burning as if it was like a very special thing to be commemorated.
Well, for them, I think it is. Like, they think they're justified, they're right, they're following their cult and their creed. You know, it's fucked up.
It is fucked up. But there's room 111, and great shit. It's like, it's completely, there's like holes in the way you can there's a hole in
building,
the wall, and you can
Yeah.
jump through into the neighbouring building. There's nothing actually in room 111. They just immediately skip over the fact that this is a...
You know what, though? That is very Silent Hill. No word of a lie. There's a lot. Because with PS1, PS2 games, we don't have that today where they could make a 50-hour game. Right, and you have to go here and there, and you can. So to fluff it up and to make it longer, it's like, oh yeah, you need to get to this room, but you need to find this item to get you across to this room, or you need to find a knife. Like if this was the game, and she saw the painting, and you went to go and interact with it. It would have said,
you need the knife.
You need the knife. So then they'd send you on a quest to go and find this fucking knife or something, right? Or like a zipper lighter to go and set it on fire, let's just say. So, and then it's like when you eventually get through it, it's like, oh, here's a room. And that leads to the other building.
There's fucking nothing in the room that is of any use.
I will give them credit because that is very old game mentality, I suppose, right? But from a person who knows nothing about Silent Hill,
fucking what?
yeah. From your perspective, or from a perspective of somebody who has no fucking idea, you're just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, and so she hops over into this neighboring building, and her knife falls. Of course, it does in a CGI way.
Yeah,
and they go through this building a little bit, and for some reason, Rose decides to go into this one particular room where there's a massive hole in it, right? And she makes her way across the hole, and I forget why.
Because she sees on the other side of the hole.
Oh, right, so her kid's there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she sees from behind a small kid with black hair and a school uniform, just crying her ass off.
A kid being there, you'd probably want to go and help anyway, right? And
in this town,
I don't know about that. But she gets her way across in a platforming way, which is again brill.
Yeah.
And this kid opens her arms
and sets on fire.
She's like, what did she say?
I've
gone on fire.
The mom is like, where's my Sharon? Are you Alessa? You know? So Alessa's the name that we keep seeing breadcrumb throughout the film, breadcrumb trail around the film about the burning, the witch, the mom saying she's mine, the other mom. And she goes, where's my Sharon? Then the kid opens her arms and she goes, I'm burning. And then, sets a flame. And then Sharon, and then Rose just snaps out of it and the kid's not even there. Yeah,
but she ends up that she's like, oh fuck, I can't get back across. So the cop and Anna or whatever, they're like having to try and get her across, swing on this rope, and then we see the symbol again in like wrought iron, which Anna is obviously paying attention to.
Yeah, and I think the siren goes off again.
Yeah, I think it does because she starts running, doesn't she? She runs away and they have to leave because the darkness is coming. Oh God,
this part is so funny. I know it's fucked up, but it's kind of funny in a way.
Right. Why do you...
come on. How is it not funny?
I can't remember. So they're making their way to the church.
Yeah.
Right? And they're running and blah, blah, blah. And there's a church and everybody's running up the stairs to this church, okay?
Yeah, you start to see the other people in this town, right?
There are other people here. And I thought everybody was a woman. Because it looks like most of them are. But then I start seeing that there are men.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know which bit you mean. Yeah, it's hilarious. And we see, what's that lady? There's the lady that was the other mother, not Caroline, other mother, but
Dahlia.
Yeah.
Is it Dahlia? Yeah.
I don't even know, but she's there like saying, "Don't go in there."
Oh yeah, she's saying, "Don't go inside. They're wolves in skin of sheep."
Yeah, she's like, "Don't trust them."
They brought about their own hell, which she's right. They did.
Yeah.
But then Anna's like filth and lies, you know, accusing her. She
throws a rock at her.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck you.
Because you're thinking, why the fuck are they being so horrible to this woman? Well, I mean, I know you're all horrible, but why are you being specifically horrible to her?
Yeah, why in particular? Like this lady. And yeah, so...
Well, I think at this point you find out that is Alessa's mom, right? Because Rose is like, I've seen your daughter, I've seen Alessa, because they throw a stone at her and she's like, stop it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She tries to help her. But she's like, we need to get inside, bro. Like, the other world is coming. We're not safe here. We need to get in the church, right?
Yeah.
And it goes black and then, you know, everything goes to shit.
But somebody else is there and Pyramid Head turns up and is like, yay. Anna's sort of caught in the middle of all of this stuff. Pyramid Head grabs her, rips her clothes off. I'm laughing.
Well, he kind of appears behind her, which she went to go throw a stone at her again. What a bit. I didn't notice that.
What's with those stones?
She went to go throw a stone at her, and then Sybil and Rose turn around to see her scream because Pyramid Head's got her by the neck.
Yeah.
And he rips off her clothes and then fucking rips her flesh off.
And it looks like fucking shit, but it's hilarious.
It looks like shit, but it's so fucking violent. Like, it kind of, it shocked me. It genuinely shocked me because throughout the town, you see the horrors, right? You see the deformities, but you don't see them take place so much, right?
Yeah.
So to see it, it's like, whoa. What the fuck?
It's like, this is the bit of gore that you get to see. This is like how horrific it has what this man can do. This thing can do. Like, it's really something awful. And then we see they're inside the church and everyone's very upset by the fact that these two women are in the church with them.
I mean, I don't know why they immediately start calling them witches, you know.
Because that's just, you know, that's
women are witches, to be fair. So
women are witches, but Christabella's here. She's pretty chill.
Well,
she's not doing anything.
No, she's not. Sybil, you know, fires off a shot because she's, you know, still got her gun.
Witch!
Fucking witch with fire that comes out of metal.
I know, witch!
But yeah, they all look like they've still got clothing and they're still adorned with clothes. I don't know how they're surviving. I have no fucking idea how they're still going.
It's been 30 fucking years.
Yeah, where are they getting their resources from?
I can only assume that time is different.
You know what? Yeah. It might actually be.
Because she's still a little girl, like the mother hasn't aged. Dahlia hasn't aged. A lot of people would just die, you know?
Yeah, so I looked it up and like the quickest explanation is time in Silent Hill can be different than the real world. The town manipulates time, experiences differently differently from the outside world. It can speed up, slow down, or even freeze in time for certain characters or locations.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, makes sense. I get it.
I do love that immediately they're like, you know, witches, and then Christabella's like, come here, you know, and then they all just start fucking reciting a verse from the Bible and praying. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
But then we get to see what's going on in the real world with Sean Bean, and he's gone to the orphanage because that's where they adopted. Is that where they adopted Sharon from, or is this the orphanage where in Brahms? You know what I mean?
So he says to Sister Margaret that I think they somebody
he's
left
like, tell
her.
me about...
Somebody left her outside
on the steps.
Yeah, or outside
and she's
of
like,
the
we can't
orphanage.
tell you. We can't tell you about this. So I think this is where they adopted... Sharon.
Yeah, so the baby was left outside the orphanage, and that is where they got... what is her name? Sharon. Yeah. But she says, I can't help you. I don't have the information you're looking for. Because it's not the same woman from whenever they got, whenever that happened 9 years ago or however long ago. But then the detective shows up and he's like, oh, you fucking broke and enter into the archives place.
Yeah. Which is fucking hilarious.
Well, he tells him about the fire.
Yeah,
and
he's like, I saved her. Well,
he tried to save her or something, right? Because then he takes off his gloves and...
Yeah, you realise that he's been wearing gloves this whole time for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's because he's got burns on his hands.
Yeah.
From saving her. But they're not like... It's just on the palms of his hands. It's not even that, like...
Well, because it shows you later... I think there was maybe a because the whole building was set aflame because of these dickheads, and he tried to pull it off her, the thing that was on fire, the steel that had been that had gotten very hot, and burned his hands in the process of trying to save her.
Yeah. So I love the way that both of the parents have now been arrested for trying to do anything like this, which is hilarious. So I'm trying to figure out where I am in the film.
Well, I think the other world goes away, and then I think Rose says to them we got to go and find something, and they actually try to lead them back to the hotel, because I can't remember exactly why they get them to go back, but they go back. Oh no, sorry, not the hotel, the hospital.
The hospital.
That's right, it was the hospital. And I do like this little kind of Easter egg. They put a map of the Brookhaven Hospital, and I'm pretty sure it looks identical to the maps
the map in the game.
Yeah, she says, look at this map, memorize it, which I kind of thought was a nice little touch.
It is a good little touch, that.
Yeah. Your memory may save your life, she says. And she needs to go to B151.
And again, this is so video game.
It is.
That it's you have to go here, you have to do this, and you have to go alone.
True. Well, they were supposed to go together.
Yeah.
But... she finds out, Christabella finds out, well, she has her locket for some reason. I think because it dropped on the floor, and then she sees the open locket, and she sees that the child looks like Alessa.
Yep.
And she realizes, what the fuck?
These guys are all suited up as well. They're in their coal mining gear again, and I forget why. Is it just because they're going out?
Well, when Sean Bean and the detective are roaming around, they're wearing those masks, right?
Yeah.
Because of the coal fire, but not everybody follows the same.
See, I got lost as to what Christabella and these guys were doing.
What do you mean? Why they were there?
Yeah, what are they doing in this particular point? I forget why they're helping. Or are they helping? Are they not helping?
Because at that point they don't know who they are. And I think the two women were like, oh, we need to get to here for something. I can't remember why. But
exactly, I just can't fucking remember what's going on.
There's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot that happens. But I think they agree to help them get to the hospital for some fucking reason.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, she's like, yeah, we'll help. Well, religious people, they're like, oh, we're so holy and we're so nice, and of course we'll help you,
Holy.
But then she sees the locket, and she sees that the kid looks like, Alessa, the child, the demon child, the witch child. And she's like, whoa. I do like whenever they point at them, they put like the symbol of the devil, but like they point their 2 fingers at them.
Yeah.
She says her child's likeness is like a lesser, and she says her child's the next vessel. Yes.
So they then start wailing on them. The guys in the guys start trying to get the women to kill the women because
Well, she says it's the next vessel. There's a reason why they burned Alessa to begin with.
Yes.
But then Sybil saves the day once again, and she starts fighting them off and starts trying to fend them all off, and then she sends Rose on her way, and she's left getting the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah, and you don't see it happen, but they sort of set on her while Rose is going down. She's screaming in this fucking lift, and they take what's her face? They take Sybil.
They start beating the shit out of her, and you see later on what goes on with that, but she goes all the way down the lift into surgery, and it's transitioned again to the other world, and she's looking down the hallway, and we see the nurses. The horrifying, sexy nurses.
Horrifying, sexy nurses. And when I was watching this first time, I'm like, why the fuck are they titted to the nines, man? Why are they so sexy?
I'm pretty sure in the game they look like that too.
Yeah, they do, but like, why?
I don't get why. It makes sense with James because he's a horn dog. But
he's a horn dog. He's fucking like, woo. I mean, I guess it's just a leftover from that.
But I'm pretty sure, like in the PS1 game, they look like that too. Wait, Silent Hill nurses.
But it's like, why?
Maybe that's just how they. I mean, Japanese, make them sexy, I guess. But this is what they look like in the first one.
Yeah, they're sexy as fuck. They've got amazing calves.
Awooga. Also, they don't include, and she's a pretty like. Oh no, they do include her. Sorry, my apologies. I can just never remember her name. Nurse Silent Hill 1. Name. What is her name?
What is her name? What is your
Lisa
name?
Garland. Lisa Garland.
Right.
So she does pretty questionable shit in the first one.
Right.
And Harry meets her. But I think the lady who takes care of Alessa is meant to be Lisa, but I can't remember exactly. But I think she sleeps with a doctor or something.
Okay.
In the first game, and for drugs or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
She's addicted to drugs, and I think she.
So again, you've got backstory there. You've got lore there that just hasn't translated.
No, yeah, because I don't know if she is meant to be Lisa Garland or if she's just a nurse that's like. Was supposed to be taking care of Alessa after the burning, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lisa's an interesting character in the game, at least. But so you've got these, sexy nurses. She turns off the light. They stop moving.
Yeah.
So she can navigate through them.
Yeah, and it's it's cringy, it's creepy. But I mean, I don't understand exactly why they stop when the light's off, but she has to maneuver her way through these nurses that they're still twitching. They're still, they're still alive. They're still.
Well, it's like with the lickers in Resident Evil. Lickers don't see, they can't see, but they can hear. So as soon as you make any brash movements in Resident Evil, they're on you and they will fuck you up. So maybe it's similar. Maybe they don't have eyes. These nurses don't have eyes, so maybe they're just they react to sound.
Sure. So then as soon as like something kicks off and they all start flailing around, which means that they start like hitting each other instead of her, which is, I mean, it's great. Well done.
Well done, ladies.
You did it. Well done, ladies. You did it.
But yeah, at this point we get more information about Alessa.
Yeah.
So
it's like a flash. It's like she's being told, like she makes it through to the surgery, and it's like this is like your cutscene that you get.
Pretty much,
it's like your cutscene, and she's being told by Alessa what happened, and this annoyed me. All right, I didn't like this bit. I just thought that this storytelling bit was fucking lazy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
When they do this, they're just like, this is what happens. It's a flashback, and it's all in like sepia tone, and it's all in a different sort of thing.
Yeah, to indicate that it is a flashback. It's like, oh, by the way, this is a flashback.
Yep. It's fucking annoying. But you realise that she was being bullied for being a witch, and then she runs away, but she is in the bathroom with the janitor.
Yeah.
Colin, who, it was the man that was in the stall all trussed up and stuff.
The reason why they think she's a witch is because she doesn't have a dad, by the way.
Yeah, she was born out of wedlock.
Well,
was it also a product of rape, that?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty... I think it's because the mom... Yeah, had her out of wedlock, and obviously, as part of any religion, that's very frowned upon. You know, to not have a present father, especially. So all the kids were like, "Oh, you're born out of wedlock. You're a witch. You don't have a dad. You're evil. We must fucking purge you, etc., etc." So yeah, she ends up in the bathroom. Sorry, with Colin.
With Colin, and obviously he is a very naughty man. He's a horrible man to her. So, you know, there's a lot of awful stuff happening. But her mum finds her and, you know, comforts her. And we see that the next sort of thing, we see that she's brought to the hotel by her mother. And everybody's in, like, black. They've got veils on. And she's brought to room 111.
Well, yeah, so she was promised by Christabella, like, don't worry, we will purge her. We will cleanse her. She will not be tainted. We will give her, that's what it was sold to her as, right? So, you know, we're going to give her a clean slate. We'll, you know.
Did you hear that?
Oh!
That's so loud, baby boy.
Oh, Keith.
So... Son, come on. There we go. He's on the desk now. He's paying attention.
Oh.
Special guest. So yeah, they're gonna cleanse her, but their way of cleansing is
well, the mother didn't know that at the time, right? Like, you know, she's probably thinking, okay, I mean, sure,
like I trust these people.
As you would. Cloaked, veiled, cultist, religious fanatics, zealots.
Yep. Zealots. And yeah, so the way of cleansing is basically just tie her to a thing.
That was horrifying, by the way. I guess the reason why they maybe put it in this format was to not show just how horrible. I don't know if they show her. I think they do show her later on. My line, I thought maybe they showed it like this to not show just how scorched and horrible she got from the burning, right?
Yeah,
but they do show it later.
They burn her, but there's a big they tie her to this metal thing, and that they do actually show her that she's all charred and black because they've set fire to her, but that. What happened was the thing that she was tied to went and knocked over the brazier that had loads of coals and basically set everything on fire.
Yes.
Which basically destroyed the town for some fun. But it burned everybody.
Yeah, everybody, everything, you know, just everything went to shit.
Yeah. And so then we see in the flashback that she's taken to hospital by the bloke, the policeman. There we are, policeman, figured it out. And she's kept alive in this, I guess it's like an oxygen chamber, like a pressure chamber.
Well, it's like a bubble room, but not as...
Yeah.
It's not very effective.
Those sort of burns.
Yeah, you could get contaminated or,
Yeah.
Well, the immune system gets so weak, right, that if she was to get infected with anything or she was to get any sort of cold or flu, like anything small would just fucking destroy her because she's so fucking charred.
Yeah, there's nothing left of her.
Yeah.
The thing is, people that have been through this sort of level of burns, they're not conscious at this stage when they've had 100% of their body just burned.
Yeah.
There's a nurse there. The nurse looks familiar to me. Is this my face blindness? She looks like the cop.
Does she?
Well, this might be my face blindness.
Who is the nurse in the Sun Hill? I wonder if she's supposed to be Lisa Garland, but I don't... Oh, it is Lisa Garland.
Yeah, okay. Hooray!
So it is actually meant to be her. Okay.
Okay.
But you don't see her face for a reason. She keeps walking around the room and not showing her face.
Afterwards, yeah, because something happens. She splits off. I don't know what the fuck happens, okay, in this bit. She's telling the story, right? And the nurse is there. And she looks through and she hurts. I think the line of the story goes like she hurt somebody that she didn't mean to or that was good to her. So she hurt the nurse somehow. And then she burned everything else in the room. I don't fucking understand.
The reason why she hurt the nurse was because the nurse looked at her. That's it. Like, I think she did something to her eyes, if I remember correctly. But the nurse didn't do anything bad specifically. She just looked at her while she was in her little sheet chamber.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mom has an encounter with Alessa.
Yeah.
Well, there's a child behind the curtain who's still there, but then there's the child with the black hair who's talking to the mom, talking to Rose.
Yeah, it's all very fucking confusing to me.
It is a little confusing, yeah. I won't deny it. It is confusing because she's like, you've got the child behind the curtain, you've got the fucking chick with the little girl with the black hair, and then you've also got Sharon.
Yeah.
So I think, again, confusing as fuck, but I'm pretty sure she split off into...
She split off into the two separate entities from there, right?
I'm pretty sure that is the explanation there. And that's why Sharon is being haunted by Alessa. And
Sharon is the last good bit
of
her, and then Alessa is... it's the rest.
Yeah.
So
the evil side, I suppose.
Yeah.
The vengeful side. So. Which, honestly, I don't fucking blame her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she blinds her. Yeah, she blinds the nurse because there's a shot of the nurse and her eyes are white and she's, crying blood. Yeah. So but the nurse didn't do anything wrong. She just looked at her, when she wasn't supposed to. And then she goes, the little girl hugs Rose and she goes inside of her. So Rose can sneak her into the church, I guess, because she can't get into the church. She can't get into the place where the cult obviously runs for refuge a lot of the time, right?
Yeah.
And a church in a lot of fiction and a lot of writing and a lot of film, it's a safe haven, spiritually and physically, right?
Yeah.
Unless you let the demon out specifically in the church, which is what they did. But yeah, she is a vessel to carry Alessa into the building to seek revenge, I guess. Yeah. To finally enact her revenge on the cult.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, because she hugs her and she goes inside of her because she can't get into the church because she but Rose can. So she's absorbed into Rose, so she can use her as a vessel to get into the church to enact revenge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. And then, so there's a lot of, they eventually capture Sharon.
Yes.
They've got Sybil. Sybil's up on a fucking ladder, hanging over a pit of fire, which, I think they're gonna set her on fire or whatever. They capture Sean Bean. Well, no, not capture him. They arrest him. They get him to the border again, the borderline of the towns, and they're like, "Please go on your merry way. Stop this. It's nonsense. It's insanity."
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they capture the child with the intent. They capture Sharon with the intent of wanting to burn her. They're gonna burn Sybil because they think she's a fucking witch too.
Yeah.
So yeah, they hover Sybil over the fire. Her flesh is burning. It's horrifying. Do they pull her back? No, they burn Sybil, then they put the kid on the ladder to burn her.
Yeah.
And then Rose shows up. Well, Rose sees Sybil as burnt to shit.
I mean, that is pretty fucking horrific.
It is horrific. She's charred. She's steaming. It's awful.
Steaming? She's steaming!
She's steaming!
Yeah, she's melting. She literally melts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's dead. She's fucking dead.
Yeah,
Poor
she's
woman.
done for, mate.
The hilarious part for me is when Rose walks in the church and she's like, "Why didn't you tell them the truth?" And she's yelling, and these fucking people are slapping her. She's walking up to Christabella.
I mean, it makes sense.
I get it. Yeah, they're trying to stop her. And like a guy just grabs her and slaps her. But she's like, "Tell them the truth. There was no apocalypse. You burned in the fire that you started, and you're all damned."
Yeah. So basically, there wasn't a big coal thing. There wasn't a big thing that happened. It was like they brought it upon themselves.
Yeah.
But they don't want to. They refuse to see that.
Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, she's like, "You burned an innocent child, and you won't admit to it." And Christabella's like, "This is heresy. We must burn her. She's a liar." And then she stabs Rose.
Yeah.
In the chest. And then they were like, "She was a blasphemer. She was a blasphemer. Like, she had to die." And then the whole room goes black. And then
the blood that drips off the knife.
Well, it comes out of her chest as well. Because that's where Alessa went.
Yep. So there she comes out. Alessa's like, "Oh yeah," and imagine seeing your mother just bleeding like this, coughing up some horrible sort of
traumatizing
goo. And then the ground beneath
the circle
starts starts raising. There's something in the middle that's coming out. Her wound heals as well, by the way. She's fine.
Yeah.
Because magic.
Black magic.
Black magic. And we see the hospital bed that Alyssa was on, surrounded by barbed wire. It looks like she's wrapped in bacon, in like pancetta. There was this thing, right, where
she
somebody
was burnt
made
to fuck, I guess. So
I know, but there was this thing where somebody made like a cheese and meat board, but they had a skeleton and they wrapped all the pancetta around the skeleton to make it look like, it was really funny. It looked just like that.
I mean, fucking hell, what an image. What an image.
Great. But Alyssa's back and she's getting her revenge because she controls barbed wire now.
Yeah,
this was it felt very Hellraiser did all of this.
Yeah, it did a little bit, yeah. I can see the connection there. Especially with the barbed wire and stuff, because she can control the barbed wire, she's on the bed, she's being raised from the pits of Silent Hill's hell.
Yes.
This part is fucking horrifying. I think every time I see this part, I wince. Like, I have a very physical reaction to this.
Yeah. It's amazing. Honestly.
I knew you'd like it because it's
just funny. It's really fucking funny, man. The barbed wire goes up her vagina or her anus. I don't know which. I mean, both maybe. And then the barbed wire goes straight up through her and out all of her holes, all of her body cavities, and she's ripped asunder.
Yeah.
While Alessa, the dark version, the not bird version, dances in it like it's rain.
Yeah. Really horrifying. Really horrifying stuff. And then she's just ripped in half.
Yeah. Which is cool. I
like how and the mom is like, I think whatever. Alessa's mom is like, Alessa, what have you become? Like, what the fuck do you mean? You know?
You did this. You fucking did part of this, mate. You can't just, what have you become? Well, I mean, I'm pretty pissed off that I was killed in such a way.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, mother.
She's getting revenge. So she takes her up to the mezzanine. Well, I don't know what you call it up there.
I think it's a mezzanine.
Yeah, she takes her up and she's like, close your eyes, close your eyes. I mean, pretty horrifying stuff. And then Alessa climbs up the ladder for some fucking reason and then disappears because I guess she got her revenge.
She got her revenge. It's a happy ending. But Sharon does see her before she disappears. Well, so it's like they can blame it. It's just a bad dream. It's just a nightmare. Like, don't worry about it.
I do like that they encounter the mom on the steps and she goes, why did she not take me with the others? And then Rose...
Because you're her mother.
Yeah. She says...
And to children, mothers are God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and of course. She puts her in the car. And the car suddenly works. Yeah.
Great stuff. All good. They just drive off, I guess.
Well, she drives, she's on her way back home. She calls Sean
It's still really foggy, by the way, when they're driving.
Yes,
even
this
as
is
they
important.
Leave.
This is very
important. It's very important.
important.
There's nobody else around. They go past the gas station. It's very foggy still. There's nobody around. It's completely fucking empty everywhere. And even as she gets home, it's foggy.
Yep.
Yep.
But when you're looking at them, it's foggy and it's blue and grey and, but when you're looking at, when it shows Sean Bean sleeping on the couch, it's sunny, it's very bright and happy.
On the
serene.
way home, she tries to phone
him
and she's like, I'm coming home, blah, 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 but he's just getting static on the other end. Nothing's coming through. So that's also an important aspect, I guess. So they get home. He's asleep on the couch in his place, in the sunny place. But they get home and the house is empty. And he sort of senses them. So he gets up and goes to the door. The door's open. And it's raining outside. But they are just not there.
So the child does make it back. Sharon does make it back, but the mother doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. Because they do sadly make more of these, and they're not very good. They're not good at all. They're pretty horrendous, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think the mom...
Is this leaving it open to a sequel, is this ending? Is that what
I think so.
They're trying to do?
Yeah, because the mom is stuck in the other world or in Silent Hill, but the child does make it back. I don't know how.
Okay.
But she does make it back.
For our listeners, I want you to just Google prosciutto skeleton or charcuterie skeleton. I sent some to G so she can have a look at the...
Oh, boy.
The charcuterie skeleton.
Oh my god, it is exactly the fucking same.
What did I fucking tell you?
The second
just
one
cover a skeleton in prosciutto.
The second one especially, that is the image.
It's a fucking 5-foot skeleton that they've covered in meat, and they've filled it with like cheese and olives and everything.
That is so funny.
The way that it's laying on like a tablecloth that's like bin bags as well.
That is so
it's
fucking
like they're
funny.
just to protect the table. They're like, well, we'll just put it on some fucking bin bags. It literally looks like a some kind of autopsy.
Oh, that's so funny.
Amazing. I'm gonna do that because I do have a small.
Of course you will.
I think he's about 3 foot, a 3 foot skeleton, 3 or 4 foot, and he's only tiny, you know.
He's just.
But
a guy.
I don't eat meat, so I think for any future parties that I hold with meat eaters. To be fair, though, if I was presented with a skeleton full of prosciutto, I would eat it. Like, I don't really eat meat anymore. I'm pretty much vegetarian, but, like, you fucking try and stop me. It gives me an upset tummy, but, like, it's worth it. Me chowing down on a skeleton.
Well, technically, we're all skeletons with meat on us, so, you know.
Delicious.
I mean, that's just a skeleton with some cured meat on him.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, that was Silent Hill the movie from 2006.
Fantastic stuff.
Fantastic stuff.
Finally, I've seen it.
You've seen
it. Finally sort of experienced that. Thanks, G.
You're welcome. Bit of quick budget and box office and some quick fire trivia before we pick our next film.
Well, do you want to know what I thought of it or anything?
Oh yeah. Well, do we do trivia? Oh, I'll quickly. So it was 50 million budget, and it made 100 million worldwide, which I would say is that's a success.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think of the film?
I thought it was absolutely fucking shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was annoyed by it. And I think part of that is because I haven't played the game and I'm not a fan and not like things did not make sense to me. It felt like I was playing a video game sometimes, but
yeah, like
watching it. But I was annoyed at the acting.
Were you? What, like from everyone?
The little girl. The little girl especially. Things didn't make sense. I didn't like the exposition story bit. I didn't really get it, I guess. The CGI was really off-putting and annoying. But I guess that was of its time. And at the time when I was watching it, I was thinking, oh, that was the noise I was making in my head.
Well, every time you saw the CGI.
Yeah, what was it? There was something that made me fucking cringe. I mean, it was basically like the storytelling flashback type thing that really annoyed me as well. But I guess it had a story, and I did like Anna's skin getting ripped off and thrown against a door. That was quite fun. Based? But yeah, I did not really enjoy it, and I especially didn't enjoy it that I didn't realise it's 2 hours long.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? It
went on. There was a lot of bits that dragged, but I didn't like the acting in it. I didn't feel...
Not from the mom, not from Sybil.
Not from anyone. I didn't feel, like, connected. I didn't feel... It was just a very bland... It was a bland feeling that I got from it all, and mainly annoyed. And the little girl's acting was, I mean, she's a child. Like, what do you fucking expect? She's not going to be this amazing actor straight out the gate. You know?
Well, it's tough because, yeah, first of all, she's a kid, and second of all, she had to portray 3 different people.
3 characters in this. And
yeah, so like. Yeah.
I get it. I know. Yeah. And but I felt just it was very cheesy. And,
no, it's fair. It's quintessential like 2000s, early 2000s horror with the not amazing CGI. But yeah, no, I get it. I do get it.
What do you
see
think
where you're coming from? It's fine. It's just a fine film. Like, it's nothing spectacular. It does an okay job adapting from the original, and it takes from a couple of them in terms of the monsters, as we've said. It's not a terrible film, and they've done sequels which are fucking horrendous. They're awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an okay film. The acting's not groundbreaking or anything, but as far as adaptation goes, I thought it was okay. So I'd give it like between a 5 and a 6, I guess. So I don't know, like a 6 maybe.
Sure. I think I'll give it like a 2.5, maybe 3. Like a 2. We're going with 2.
We'll go with a 2.
I'll go with the 2. I'm just not feeling it. It's
Fair
not
enough.
my vibe, and I felt like I was rolling my eyes a lot at it. So yeah, that's what we thought of it. Do you want to do some triv?
We'll do some quick fire trivia, and then we'll roll the dice on our next one.
Yes.
So it says 100 different copies of Rose's outfit were made. This started out with soft summery colors. Oh, right. And as the movie progressed, they became grayer and eventually blood red. That's actually a good point. My God. How much that's a lot. Like, I do respect the people who like have to work on like wardrobe and makeup and costumes, and it must be a lot of damn work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in the original script, Rose was supposed to take Sharon to a faith healer since Sharon was terminally ill and beyond medical help, and they would just end up in Silent Hill by chance. In the game, Harry Mason takes Cheryl to Silent Hill for a vacation because she suggested it. Do you want to go to the... I want to go
because it was normal. Silent Hill was a very normal town.
Right. So in the game, it's a normal town.
With James and Mary in the second one, you've probably heard this phrase before, but in my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. So they used to go on vacation there together, and it was just a normal, happy-go-lucky little American town, and there was nothing wrong with it until, all of the other weird shit with the cult and drugs and everything else. I think it's what do they call it? Hallowed ground, or like cursed ground as well, which probably plays into it too, as well as the cult stuff. But yeah.
Sure. I mean, that makes sense. In the original script, there were only female characters as well.
This guy really hates men, huh?
He just didn't. He was just like fucking went full on radical feminist, I guess.
Yeah, he just does not like men.
I just didn't. Why would I have men in my film? They did paint up the crew members as people to watch the burning, though.
Oh, okay.
Which is quite cool. They had a lot of things cut from it.
Apparently, I didn't know Roberto Campanella, who played Pyramid Head, also played the janitor, and he was the movement coordinator for all the creatures and the nurses, and
he was the bendy boy.
Bendy boy.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it was cut as well. That was or reshot for pacing reasons. Like Sharon being institutionalized in a psychiatric center, then the scenes where Sybil talks more about her background with Rose, so we don't even know much about Sybil. She talks about how her mother died of a terminal illness. Sybil it's searching for the Grand Hotel. She takes a map. She smashed in the shop window.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah,
there was a mannequin factory, and they have another encounter with Pyramid Head. Christabella refers to Dark Alessa as Samael in a cutscene.
Refers to her as what? Sorry,
Samael. Samael. Samael.
Well, the big bad creature, I think that they worship is Valtiel.
Right.
So I think that's the thing Valtiel was one of the beings said to be created by God in order to lead people to obey.
Okay.
Yeah. So see what I mean? There's so much backstory, and there's just so much shit that they can't, I mean, I get it, they can't include everything. There's a lot, you know? So, but yeah, he's one of the things. He's one of the things inside. One of the billions of things in Silent Hill.
The monstrous janitor flicks his tongue when he makes an appearance. I mean, this was not in the script, but it was improvised as a joke by the actor Roberto Campanella.
Fair play.
And he liked it so much he kept it in the film as it added disturbing and psychosexual nature of the monster.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Considering the context.
Sean Bean was the only one of all the actors in the lead roles who did not even try to play the game.
Based. There's no point. The fact that he gender swapped them, what was the damn point?
There was no point.
Like, his role in the movie is not even a thing in the game, because he's the main character of the first one. He's the main
character. He's just there because they were like, well, there's no men.
May as well. Yeah, may as well fucking put him in there.
Put him in there. It took 3 hours for Roberto to get fitted into the Pyramid Head makeup and costume.
3 hours? God damn.
3 hours for like 2 fucking tiny scenes, but you know.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. That's what it takes.
So that's Silent Hill.
And there we have it.
There we have it. So it's my pick next, isn't it?
It is.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How many do I have in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I do need to switch out one of my films, don't I? Because I've got Dreamscape, I've got Total Recall, I've got Napoleon Dynamite, Santa Sangre, Trances. Let me just get my list, right? Because you have your secondary list.
Oh yeah, so I've got my secondary list.
I'm going to put on. Let's put the Fog on. Let's go for it, man.
Why not?
I do like the Fog. Because I think it would be quite a good. Sometimes I like it. You know what? Like when we watched Drive, and you were like, "Oh, let's put on whatever it was."
Yeah,
it as a thing to pick it. You know.
Exactly. It helps you. It inspires. It does. You know.
So I'm gonna roll a dice. Rolling a dice, a D6. It's a 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Trances. Oh my god. I think you'll like Trances. So Trances is from 1984. You can watch it free of charge on a few things because it's so shit. It's not shit, I promise. Directed by Charles Band.
It's a documentary musical?
What the fuck? No!
Oh, okay. So what year?
Trances 1984.
Oh, 1984. Okay,
what did
1981.
Oh!
So that's why I was confused. Okay, so we have to be very specific. So Trancers with an R at the end. I thought you said Trances.
Oh, Trances.
Yeah, like in a trance.
A 1981 documentary film about the influential Moroccan avant-pop band Nas
I was very confused.
That would be hilarious. Confused. I want you to watch that instead.
Oh my god.
That's fucking hilarious. So man.
Trancers 1984 for
Charles
our listeners.
Band, starring Tim Thomerson and Helen Hunt.
Nice.
So,
never heard of it.
I know.
Never even seen anything about this, so this should be interesting.
I think you'll really like it. I think there'll be things that you can pull out of this as
cool.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us on YOMP once again. We really appreciate you hanging out and listening. We really appreciate our Patreon supporters as well.
Of course.
Giga Yompers, thank you so much, especially to you guys, because you're Giga, whatever that means.
Huge.
Big. Steve, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you, Jinky. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, I'm a Robot. Thank you, Luck33. And thank you, Enki. You are just wonderful people. And I'm excited to watch Trances and to talk about it all with you guys. So,
very exciting stuff.
Tune in next time. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.